Hey everybody, this is Debbie with Best iPhone Game, and let's talk about a new app today that actually is something I've never really looked at before, this type of app I should say. This is more of an entertainment app. It's not a game, it's not a utility, it's not a business app or anything like that. This is just something basically that's just more for entertainment's sake. So it's called iFire Plus Plus, and there's the logo on the screen of my iPad. So if you look at it as far as the picture goes, and if by the name, that should tell you all you need to know about it. Whoops, wake up iPad. It is a app about fire, and all I can tell you is it's really cool. So let's look at it. We'll go ahead, tap it, and open it up. Now let me back out here a little bit so you can see it better. Now you can hear the effects of it. I'll turn it down just a little bit so you can hear me talking a little bit better. But it has the sound effects. As you can see, the flames look really real. You can even play with it with your hand. It's just really interesting. And this app, let me click that there first. So if you look at it for now, when it first comes up, it kind of looks just like a flaming clock. But there's a lot of other things you can do with it too. Now if you look at it, you can, very carefully, you can see there's little embers in there. There's also the flames, and there's just a lot going on. But if you click up here, that little widget thing up at the top, it'll pop up this little screen, and then you can start playing, and that's where the interesting stuff comes in. So for example, for one thing, you can turn the sounds on and off. Okay. Other things you can play with here. You can kind of wipe, you know, if you're really into it there. You can actually change. Okay, we'll turn that off for now. There we go. So when we leave it like that, it kind of has more of the wind's blowing on it. But if you turn it off, there's not quite so much oxygen going, and it doesn't flame up quite as much. But I kind of like it better with the breeze going to get the flames working better. Okay, what else? We've got these little controls like this one at the top right here. You can change that to actually move how intense the flames are, whether they're actually just kind of still or whether they are actually moving like you see here. So you can change that with that setting there. Okay, you can also change your clock. So if you got a clock here, you can you can even turn the clock off if you want to. Let me turn that over. There we go. So you can turn your clock on or off, and you can also make it like a 24-hour clock or a 12-hour. So it'll actually show your time here. Okay. And what else? If you look at this one right here, this little slidey thing, you can add embers to it. And more of like a crackling. Okay, and you can change that just by sliding that. So that's really interesting. This thing right here, right under the clock, you can change that. Kind of restarts your fire. So that's really interesting. It also makes your clock kind of do some crazy things. Like it's just really on fire. Here we go again. We'll restart it. Let's see what else. This screen right here underneath it, this little tiny one, is probably very hard for you to read, but there are words inside of it, and if you change that around, you can have your background looking like different things. So if you look through the flames, let me turn my flames down a little bit. Let's turn that off. That way you can see it a little bit better. Now then, now you can probably see it better. Inside here you can actually change the background behind the flames. Oops, I'll turn it back on. That's kind of cool with the skulls there. kind of a grate from a grill or something. There's a hand. Bike. Heart. Let's see, let's turn the clock off. It might make it easier to say. There we go. A girl. A horse. And now if I had this sideways, it would make a little more sense. But anyway, a honeycomb pattern. Actually inside your iPad, I guess. Flowers. So there's just a lot of interesting things. And if you click on this, you can also actually show your screen, you know, taping you so that you can have yourself within the flames and play with it that way. So let's turn the clock back on. See, so there you can see, so that clock is kind of superimposed on top of everything else. And if you want to have it kind of doing that puff thing, if you click this little thing right beside the plus, oh, let's add a photo to it. There we go. Now there's my cat on fire. But if you click this little thing right here, it just kind of puffs out your smoke. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it. Whoops. There we go. Leave it on that. That's really cool. So again, the name of the app is called iFire++. It's really an interesting app. I had a lot of fun playing with it. If you're into fire, now you can actually play with it and not get burned. But this would be a cool app, like for example, maybe to set the mood. If you were doing some kind of, you know, Halloween thing, or some at a party, or who knows, even, oops, sorry, maybe even on a date. But it's just a lot of fun to play with, or, you know, just all by yourself. We'll click that. Oop. Can't we do that? Oop, sorry. Click that and turn it off. And there we go. iFire++. So if you like to play with fire, or maybe you want to just try it out, or if you just really like to looking at fires, this will be a lot of fun to play with. It's a cool app. It has some interesting effects, and they're totally so realistic. It's a lot of fun. I dare you, go get it for yourself. It's a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it. iFire++. Y'all have a good day. Thanks a lot.